I was tidying the bedroom when I found a used tube of lipstick in the pocket of my husband's blazer. The garish shade set my imagination on fire. My heart gave a sickening lurch. I had never bought a color like that in my life. Before we go on, subscribe to the channel and tell us in the comments where you're listening from. My own lipstick colors are quiet, understated. I never touch anything this loud. The tube had been tucked inside the inner pocket of his navy blazer. The man who shared my bed, my life, had one face for me and another for the world. Whoever owned this lipstick had to be young. It was a luxury brand, too, probably paid for with our joint account. I sat on the edge of the bed, the metal tube biting into my palm, anger roaring through me like a furnace. She'd had the gall to leave it where I would find it. Flaunted it in my husband's pocket, a naked declaration of war. I drew 2 slow breaths, steadied myself, and stared at the incriminating little wand. The next second I snapped a photo for evidence and, lightning fast, dropped it into the bedroom trash. A WhatsApp popped up from husband. Wife, it's getting chilly, stay warm, take your meds on time. I've got 2 more surgeries tonight. Pulling an all-nighter at Mercy General. Love you. Mwah. A while ago I'd stumbled on a text from an unknown number in his phone. Come early. I'd confronted him immediately. Which tramp wants you early? Early where? Early in your grave. His answer, wrong number, wrong area code. He'd never betray me. I hadn't swallowed the excuse. I copied the digits, searched WhatsApp, Instagram, Venmo, nothing. So I dropped it. Now I saw the truth. Huge, screaming truth. I pressed a hand to my sternum, eyes shut, and pulled several calming breaths through my teeth. When the nausea ebbed, I swallowed hard and typed back, okay, husband, love you too. Working late, working my ass. Once I might have believed the hospital kept him busy. Not anymore. Evidence in hand. I wouldn't trust a syllable. He was off to meet his mistress. I'd have to see him tangled up with her before I'd believe it with my own eyes. Near midnight, I floored the accelerator straight to Mercy General. Inside, I beelined for his private office. Most patients and staff were asleep. Only the night nurse at the station was still moving. His title came with perks, 4 walls, and a door he could lock. No screaming, no knocking. I knew better than to warn them. Light leaked through the gap in his blinds. My eyes stung as tears rose. I peered through the glass and almost blacked out from rage. Chase had a pink uniformed nurse crushed against him. Petite, curvy, the pink cotton making her look barely legal. Cheeks flushed, adorable in a way that made men stupid. They were grinding against the desk in a rhythm that needed no subtitles. My vision tunneled. Wedding vows, love you forever. Only you. Family first. Can't live without you. Turn to ash in my mouth. Actions, not words. And here the happy couple were, brazen enough to use the hospital as their motel. Some taste in men I had. Dr. Bang's student nurse, how original. Roles perfectly cast. Chase, you could go pro with this act. She'd baited me. Sure, I was too tame to bite. I pressed my ear to the glass. Dr. Sterling, you're incredible. Your wife doesn't know what she's missing. I'm so much better than her. Right, Dr. Sterling, I really love you. I wish I could stay with you always. Don't mention her. Fury detonated behind my ribs. For a second I wanted twin blades. 2 bodies, chopped to confetti, swirling down the sewer. But cold reason clamped down. Barging in now meant a loud divorce. Scandal for them. Lifestyle death for me. I'd come alone. 2 against 1 wasn't odds I liked. Don't jump. Maximize the payoff. Swallow it for now. I whispered the mantra until my pulse leveled. I lifted my phone, filmed every thrust and moan, then slipped away unseen. Chase, you 2 want to play. I'll play, nice and slow. That nurse looked familiar. The day I'd brought Chase lunch. Her resume had been on his desk. Briar, 20-ish. State University nursing intern. Baby doll features. Sugar spice body. Exactly the type men label pure. Back home, I had a friend dial an elite private investigator. I wanted her pedigree, shoe size, and every skeleton digitized. The investigator's name was Guy, disbarred lawyer. Now discreet fixer to the cheated and loaded. Ideal for this mess. I laid it all out, crying softly, begging for Briar's file. Don't distress yourself, madam. I'll map her maze and yours. Meanwhile, save every crumb of his cheating. Insurance for the divorce purse. I promised. Then waited. 10 p.m. the next night, Chase finally dragged in. I played house. Husband, you're back. Eat anything. You look exhausted. He yawned. Had dinner at Mercy General. Wife, I'm beat. Place is crazy lately. No time for you. Sorry. You've had a long day. Husband, go shower and get some sleep. I said, all wifely sweetness. Mistress. Wife. I love you. I missed you so much. The moment the words left his mouth he stepped in, angling for a kiss. One look at his face, and the scene of him sprawled across the private office desk with his mistress flashed through my mind. I swallowed the bile, forced a bright smile. You smell like cigarettes. Husband, go take a shower. I'm actually getting sleepy. The second the bathroom door clicked shut I grabbed his phone. WhatsApp search, Briar. The thread looked innocent. Work talk. Nothing spicy. Chase. You're careful, aren't you? I tore through every platform he owned. Instagram, iMessage, email, all clean. Impossible. Two people who'd banged on a desk couldn't have zero dirty talk. I squinted at the handset. iPhone, maybe he had a hidden app or vault. I've been an idiot. My birthday opens the main screen. I tried his birthday on a hunch, but nothing. Then I tried his parents' anniversary. Bingo, a hidden photo vault app appeared. My thumb trembled as I tapped it open. Inside were screenshots of texts. Only one chat bubble. Saved name Briar. After 5 messages I was shaking hard. Chase. I just want to be your dog. Never leave your side. Chase. I love you. Even if you have a family, I still love you. Let me stay with you forever. I don't want money, only your love. I don't need a title. Just one day with you. I'll do anything. What's so great about your wife? Your wife plays Ice Queen. Won't even let you touch her. Not like me. I just want to be with you. Don't mention her again. After reading that, my hands jittered. So you two are soulmates. And he's defending me now. Chase. I don't understand you at all. Briar has genuine doormat DNA. How else can you call those words human? She's decent looking. Why aim only at married men? I kept scrolling and figured it out. She's skanky. The majority of the thread is Briar throwing out filthy lines, half porn star moan, half beggar whine, while Chase rarely replies. I'm not sure there's a word for the taste in my mouth. Like you swallowed roadkill, but it's still kicking. Briar's slut monologues fit her hobby of stealing husbands. As for Chase, what does he actually want? If he'll screw her on a desk, he's clearly done with me. Yet when Briar insulted me, he shut her down like she disgusted him. The man is an enigma. Timestamps say their fling started too. Maybe 3 months ago, right when the intern rotated onto his service. Zeroed in on young, handsome, loaded chief of surgery. Whether he wore a ring never entered her math. I photographed every message, returned the handset to its exact spot, and inhaled until my pulse steadied. Then I sprawled on the bed, eyes fixed on the ceiling, thoughts ricocheting. Fresh from the shower, Chase started pawing me. The message was obvious. Again the mental clip played, him screwing Briar across his blotter. Hell of a stamina, I muttered inside my skull. I rolled away with the same practiced excuse. Not tonight. Husband, I'm not in the mood. His hand stilled, then curled gently around me. No insistence, ever my gentleman actor. That's fine. Wife, I love you. Good night. He kissed my shoulder and drifted off within minutes. I lay rigid, swallowing nausea. Small sacrifices prevent big mistakes. I'm not frigid, just not insatiable, and he never forces the issue. Such a showman. Sterling, one face for public, another for sweet nurse playtime. Men were born method actors. I thought with a silent laugh. I slept fitfully and woke past noon. Chase was already scrubbed in at Mercy General. Perfect. Because my PI guy chose that moment to ping my phone. Reading his file, I whistled, pro work, clear, fast, and brutal. Briar's the classic, pitiful yet poisonous. 22-year-old intern at a mediocre state college. Dad died early. Mom dragged her into a new marriage with Butch, a back alley butcher everyone called Bore White. After the wedding, living standards soared, until the night Briar turned 9 and Butch climbed into her bed. Mom looked the other way. Years of rape followed. At 15 Briar missed a period. The hospital called cops on the spot. Thanks to Mom's forgiveness a letter, Butch drew 7 years inside. The trauma rewired Briar's circuitry, high school record littered with teachers and classmates. At 17 she met the vice principal for some B.D. She wound up strangling him mid-game, still a juvenile, and with the widow too ashamed for a circus trial. Briar walked free. College life stayed on brand. She snagged a married professor sugar daddy who bankrolled tuition and slipped her an internship at Mercy General. Her transcript wasn't remotely competitive. Then she latched onto Chase the Chief. Sweet baby Jesus. I muttered. From the face you'd swear she was the town's purest Sunday school teacher. Yet every scandal on her rap sheet is gift wrap for me. I narrowed my eyes. Doing calendar math. Butch's release date is coming up fast. Perfect. A beautiful plan sparked to life behind my smile. These past few days Chase hasn't mentioned working late, and I haven't cared who he's wrapped around. It doesn't matter to me at all. A woman has to put her own career first. I start by showing up at my friends' places, sobbing that Chase really is cheating with that sweet little nurse from Mercy General. After I flash the evidence on my phone, I cry so hard I can barely breathe. My friends are firecrackers. They drag me out the door ready to catch the mistress red-handed and beat the adulterous pair senseless from the moral high ground. I hurry to stop them, dab my tears, and speak in a voice cracked with disappointment. At this point, I'm helpless. I can't control him. I never interfere with his work. I never imagined he'd do this to me. But if I divorce him, I'll lose everything I have. I still love him. I'm willing to look the other way and let it pass. My friend glares, practically shouting, "Are you insane? He cheated. That means he doesn't love you. You want that filth back. You'd sell your soul for money. He'll change. I'll talk to him when the time is right. I love him. Marriage isn't just two people. It's two families. I don't want our parents worried. I want to give him one more chance." My friend is breathing hard, eyes flashing with frustration, about to let loose again. I burst into a heart-rending wail. The girls have no choice. They stop scolding and start patting my back. None of them catch the tiny smile tugging at the corner of my mouth. Character building, flawless. For days, I keep dropping by to cry, and I ignore every piece of advice they give. I aggravate them to the point of apoplexy. I keep hammering home the image of a helpless housewife whose entire universe orbits her man. Next, on a weekday, I head to Briar's University. Thanks to the dossier guy gave me, I track down the sugar daddy she's been sleeping with. The man is well past 40, balding, head-to-toe designer labels, the cash and connections pipeline keeping Briar afloat. The moment we meet, I state my business. Your student mistress seduced my husband. The professor's pupils dilate. He steadies himself and pushes up his glasses. We find a quiet corner. I waste no time. Play the video and the rest of the proof. The old guy's glasses practically fall off. He thought he'd picked a pure campus flower to spice up his diet. Instead, he got a voracious alley cat. "It's because you placed her at my husband's hospital that he strayed. You destroyed my family." I cover my face and sob. The professor panics. Terrified I'll blow up his life and tell his wife. "I never expected this. That little witch fooled me too. We're both victims. Let me compensate you. Keep quiet," and we both walk away. Deal. Tears glittering. I swear at him. Not everyone's a home-wrecking tramp. Do I look like I need money? I love my husband. I just want that bitch to suffer. Sooner or later he'll come back to me. I grab my bag and march out. Phase 1, complete. Cut off Briar's cash flow. She'll feel the pinch. And with me watching, my husband definitely won't bankroll her. I'm in such a good mood I take a short vacation to the Hamptons. The day I return, my phone rings. "Hi, this is the florist. Sterling ordered a flower delivery for you. Are you available to come out and collect it?" Instantly I know Briar has launched her counterattack. Predictable and pathetically crude, like the concubines signed for poison stunt. They're mine, but toss them. I don't want them. I pull a few strings and locate Briar's stepfather in upstate penitentiary. A modest bribe buys me a visitation slot. Through the glass sits Butch, hulking, eyes like damp gravel, unsettlingly still. I open with zero pleasantries. "Your stepdaughter Briar is screwing my husband." Butch's gaze locks on me. Then he roars. "Bullshit. Briar's an angel. Your husband came after her. Stop slandering her. Still that cozy. Perv. You haven't been rehabilitated at all." I can't help snarling back. Butch trembles with rage, panting, "What do you know? I love Briar. Real love. Real love. Holy hell. Bonus intel." My brain races. The words shoot out. "Love all you want. Your true love is banging my husband every night while you rot in here." Chief of Mercy General would never chase some broke bimbo. Right now they're probably at it again. I can't reach her mother. "I hear you're up for release soon. I believe you've reformed. Once you're out, keep your precious Briar away from my husband and out of my family." Predictably, Butch explodes, hurling curses at my husband for corrupting his Briar. I end the visit to the soundtrack of his howls. He has a few months left. I considered paying to spring him early. Now I'll let good behavior do the work. A smile curves my lips. Next, the showdown. Maximum profit. Back home, I spend a couple of days regulating my emotions. After all, marriage unites two families, not just two people. The perfect moment arrives. Chase has the weekend off and invites me to dinner at his parents' estate in Greenwich. The whole ride I act distant, face the color of crematorium ash. Chase's worried questions bounce off me. The instant I see his parents, tears cascade and I drop to my knees, hands over my face. "Mom, Dad, I'm divorcing Chase. My bond with you ends today." They freeze, then rush to lift me onto the sofa. Chase stands petrified. "Chase, I caught you cheating long ago." Briar. "Right. I'm not stupid. I blamed myself. Dared not tell you. Mom and Dad. I tried to love him harder, praying he'd come home. But I can't take it anymore. All those late shifts you're with her, aren't you?" Chase collapses in front of me, clutching my hands. "Wife, I was wrong. I gave in to temptation for a moment. She's nothing, a tool. I've always loved you, always. I slapped his hand away and buried my tear-streaked face in his mother's arms. Even though his parents were furious, they only scolded him a little. Of course, he was still their golden boy. I threw every shred of dignity aside and wailed. My parents handed me over to Chase. And look what happened. I'm too ashamed to tell them. I'm such a failure. Wah. Seeing that I wasn't pushing the divorce too hard, Mom Sterling hugged me and cooed that divorce wounds two families. That men will be men. That every woman learns to turn a blind eye. Every cliche in the book. Bottom line, forgive her son. I didn't want to hear it. I just sobbed like the world had ended. After all, the kid who cries loudest gets the candy. Dad Sterling dragged Chase outside for a long talk. When they came back, Chase dropped to his knees, swore on his life he'd never stray again. I wouldn't even look at him. More speeches followed. Then Dad Sterling stepped in to broker peace. We're solidly established. I own several companies. Divorce isn't some little tiff. He loves you. Tell you what. I'll transfer every estate Chase owned before the marriage straight into your name. Chase nodded frantically. He'd handle the paperwork today. They'd hoisted me onto such a high pedestal I could barely breathe. Impressive game. I let my sobs taper to sniffles. I don't want them. I'm scared. Husbands have killed their wives for a mistress. And that mistress even used Chase's name to send me a flower delivery the other day. I'm deathly allergic. He knows that. I'm terrified. Sob. Chase grabbed my hand, denying everything. Promise you'll never bully me again. He brushed the tears from my cheeks. I love you. I can't bear to lose Chase either. I made a scene because I was afraid he'd leave. Afraid our family would shatter. I wanted you two to stand up for me. I kept playing the fragile daughter-in-law. So Dad Sterling told Chase to take me downtown and retitle the estates right now, my security blanket. True to his word, we did it. I didn't refuse anymore. We gathered the documents and filed the transfers that afternoon. That night Chase said nothing about my theatrics. He simply climbed into my bed, said it was proof he loved me, that the mistress had been just a fling. I told myself, he's still my husband. Sooner or later, I have to give him an heir. Next morning, he left for Mercy General looking lighter. As if a weight were gone, I watched his back disappear down the drive. A cold smirk tugged at my lips. My dear husband, your countdown has started. Thanks to Chase's connections. Background-free Briar was promptly booted from her internship. One afternoon I was lounging at home, binging a show. Ding ding ding, my phone exploded. Hello, is this Mrs. Sterling? Yes, speaking. What's wrong? Mercy General, your husband was found in the subterranean garage of State University 20 minutes ago. 30+ stab wounds. Dead on scene. The suspect fled. We need next of kin at the station for identification and questioning. I manufactured shock. You've got the wrong guy. He left the house fine. It can't be my husband. Please arrive within the hour to assist the investigation. I rehearsed my face in the rearview mirror. At the morgue I stared at Chase's wax-pale corpse. Eyes vacant. Trembling at the blood-soaked gashes. Then collapsed over the body. Howling. Mom and Dad Sterling burst in seconds later. The three of us circled him. Grief tearing our lungs. The detective explained, the killer was Briar's stepfather, Butch, fresh out of upstate prison. After they finished, both Sterlings blacked out cold. We have a record of you visiting Butch in prison. You two have no connection. Why were you there? Officer, surely you don't suspect me. I only wanted the mistress's stepfather to keep his girl away from my husband once he was released. Her mother's impossible to find. You also showed up at the sugar daddy who kept Briar. Purpose. I discovered Chase was sleeping with a nurse at Mercy General. I photographed proof and hired a PI to map Briar's family. I intended to beg her parents to leash their daughter before she shattered my home. Chase carried a high-value insurance policy naming you sole beneficiary. Explain. He took it out the day we married. Double coverage. Mine lists him. It was his vow to protect me until our investigation concludes. You are a person of interest. Do not leave town and cooperate fully. I dripped tears through every question. Police canvassed my friends, hunting for motive. Butch abducted Briar in her studio apartment, torched the place, and let the flames finish them both. With Butch dead, the case closed. Jealous stepfather. Lover caught in the middle. Chase collateral damage. My name was erased from suspicion. Outcome, mistress dead. Husband dead. Mission accomplished. Scumbag and side piece. Both erased. Weeks later the test stick turned pink. I was carrying Chase's child. I raced to the Sterlings. Mom, Dad, your family line is safe. Story over. Time for the real epilogue. I never loved Chase at first sight. I marked him the moment we met. I wanted the Sterling fortune, the status, the pedigree. Step by step I lured him into my maze. Every man for himself, my background was modest. So of course I'd shop smart. Briar wanted the same prize. Only her tactics were crude and sloppy. After the wedding I sometimes stirred a libido-boosting tincture into Chase's dinner. Then I rationed sex. He respected my low drive. His parents opposed the marriage, clamoring for a blue-blood bride. He overruled them. He even set up financial safeguards for me. Maybe he truly loved me. I never cared. The entire Sterling Empire will be mine. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the story, like and share. Drop your take in the comments. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.